You are taking action. Good for you. Action. In order to live our best lives, we must take action. We do not sit at home and meet the love of our lives. We do not sit on our couches and receive multi-million-dollar contracts. We can't just sit around and expect our dream home and dream life to just manifest around us. We don't just get a fit and healthy body by sitting around and not taking action. So what kind of action do we need to take? We must take the inspired actions that feel right to us in supporting the vision of our dreams. The first action we must take is the time to create our dream visions of ourselves, as I will teach you how in a later section. We will start to create these visions by focusing exclusively on things which we want and feel good to think about. Not what we think is possible, not what you currently think is realistic, not what others have told you is good or virtuous or realistic for you. Simply, things which you want to do, be, and have, and in thinking about doing, being, and having, feel good to you. We will go through the process step by step in the chapters to come. For now, it is enough to know that I am promoting a system of living where you must take action to be rewarded. If you think it would be fun or a dream to have an airplane or know how to fly it, for example, you have to take actions that support that dream into reality. What I mean is, first, you see the vision of yourself with the plane of your dreams. You write it down as a tangible goal. You give some thought and attention to it every once in a while, and when you see someone else flying a plane or meet a pilot, you think about your vision. By you doing this, you are asking, the universe will give, by someone you know or someone you just will have met, will ask you if you want to take flying lessons, or you'll see an ad for flying lessons, or you'll be inspired to go to the internet or Yellow Pages to seek them out on your own. When the universe gives you this response, you must take the action that supports your dreams. You must go for it. You must take the flying lessons to move forward into the next phase of the dream. If you fail to take the lessons, you will never fly your own plane, and the money and opportunity to be a plane owner and all that goes with that vision will never be realized. If you don't go for it on your first opportunity, the universe will keep giving you opportunities. God will never turn his back on you, no matter how much you turn your back on him. You simply hold yourself back and literally keep yourself grounded in this particular example by letting fear or doubt rule your actions instead of desire and faith. If you will, however, follow the inspiration and receive what you have asked for, the joy, delight, and fulfillment of being a pilot and owning your own plane will be known to you. You will have succeeded in making that dream real. It will happen in steps. First, you have the desire. Then you keep taking actions that support that desire into reality. Upon doing this, you will have more and different desires, and you will keep evolving, growing, and living new dreams. In the example of Michael Jordan, he had to have the vision of himself as a champion athlete, being at least a possible future he saw for himself. A high school or college-aged Michael Jordan being inspired by Dr. J and imagining himself slam dunking just like that in the NBA, and the good feeling that goes with that vision was watering the seeds on his inside. He was asking God by his vision, and God sent into his life all the opportunities, coaches, teachers, skills, drive, work ethics, insight, lessons, and everything else he needed to see his vision into reality. Michael Jordan had to take action as he was inspired. As he took action, God fulfilled the vision piece by piece, day by day, year by year, into the dream come true that we all got to enjoy watching as him as a great champion, and his dreams were fulfilled. Michael must have had passion and the urge to pursue his dream, to wake up early and to work hard on developing his game. When coaches offered him insight that would help his game, he obviously took it. If Michael would have just sat around wishing he would become a world champion, he'd still be sitting around wishing. And the world would not yet have known and benefited from him as an individual stepping into his God-given destiny. Michael Jordan took action that supported his vision, like working on his game, trying out for the high school team, the college team, working out, holding true to his vision after a tough injury in his second NBA season, holding true to his vision despite being on a losing team, saying yes to the TV commercials and endorsements and playing the part of world champion as the opportunity to be a world champion and superstar came into his life. As the doors were open to him, he walked through them, and this is how it works for all of us. He took the action, and he's reaped the great rewards. What will the world gain when you finally step into your destiny and water the seeds of greatness planted in your heart? I'm excited to find out, and I hope you are too. In Ben Franklin's autobiography, he tells how he wanted to pave the roads in Philadelphia so that he and all of his neighbors would reduce street dust and dirt that got into all their homes. He took action towards this, made a plan, and then made it happen. He did the same with a particular improvement for early street lights, in addition to several other inventions and top-selling publications. He took action. Donald Trump's first big deal required him to talk to bankers, the city of New York, city planners, architects, engineers, developers, contractors, and so on. He ultimately got all the financing he needed to acquire a $62 million property in downtown Manhattan with no money down and no money of his own. He had a vision of what the area could be. He was passionate about the idea, and he took action. He persisted with passionate action, supporting his vision until it was realized. How did he get everyone involved to say yes and loan him $62 million while he had no money of his own at that point? He followed the solid principles, including the next section of the certain way: faith. You can literally look at the lives of all the people who have ever been successful and see these common ties again and again. Thus, we can conclude from the above observations that we first must have a vision in the direction of something that we feel passionately about, and then we must take inspired actions which support that vision in order to make our dreams come true. Faith. Faith is another way to say belief. Faith is your underlying beliefs about all that is in your world. Beliefs are thoughts we think repeatedly that become our foundational framework for perceiving all we experience, the basic building blocks of our thoughts. The final ingredient in doing things in the certain way which results in success instead of failure is faith. Faith in the vision of yourself that you dream of accomplishing. Faith that there is an infinite creator who wants you to have, do, and be all things that you wish for. Faith that if you keep your attention on your vision, that the universe will indeed open the doors and answer the prayers in your heart. This is the faith that Jesus was talking about when he said, "All the promises are unto them who believe, and unto them only." What promises? Promises in your heart that God has planted there in making you who you are. You must believe that love and romance are possible for you in order for you to know them. You must believe that your ideas can and will succeed in order to take the correct actions when inspired to take them. If you do not have this faith, then you'll support the other story, which is why you can't succeed. And in failing to take the inspired actions, you'll fail and support your faith of unbelief. According to your faith, it is done unto you, Jesus often taught. As a man thinketh in his heart, so does he become. The meaning of these wonderful insights couldn't be more obvious. Is your faith that you will fail or succeed? That you are loved or unloved? That God wants you to have the kingdom or a pile of crap and struggles? What do you tell yourself? What is your faith? Does your faith tell you that you can have a successful TV show? I know Oprah's faith told her that she could. Does your faith tell you that you can write a best-selling book? My faith tells me that I can. I know J.K. Rowling's, author of the Harry Potter series, tells her that. Does your faith tell you that you can have a wonderful family life and great children? I know Dr. Deepak Chopra's faith tells him so because he talks about it extensively in his wonderful books. I know Barack Obama's faith told him that he could be president of the United States. If it didn't, he wouldn't have ever taken the actions which were required to support that vision. We only really ever take the actions which are supported by our faith of what we think is possible and how we think things come into being. I know that Avery Johnson's faith told him that he could play in the NBA, so he took the actions that supported that faith. I know that George Shinn, owner of the New Orleans Hornets' faith, told him that he could and would own a successful sports franchise. Thus, He took the actions that were required to bring that faith into physical reality. What is your faith right now about yourself? God? How things come into being? Your family? People in general? The human race? The purpose of your life? The importance of your happiness? Your ability to do, be, and have great things? According to your faith, it is done unto you, and unto me, and unto all of us. Let me show you the way to faith in miracles, magic, love, and living the life of your dreams. What is your faith? I'll tell you whatever your faith has been, you can see by what you have, who you are, and what you have done. The faith that is in your power to change, shift, and develop as a result of the things which you are learning in this book is the power which will take you to the heights of places that are even beyond your current dreams. When you align with the supreme being of the universe, he will exceed your dreams every time. In Louisiana, we call this lagniappe, which is Cajun French for a little something extra. This is why God is so great and to be loved with all of your heart and mind, as Jesus often teaches. You will set goals, and God will bring them into your physical experience even bigger and better and richer than you even imagined that they would be. God delights in spoiling the faithful. Faith in your dreams, faith in the Creator as your loving and all-powerful personal companion, faith in all possibilities existing, faith in the world being a great place where dreams can and do come true, faith in love, faith in happiness and joy as important parts of life, faith in others being created by the same great God with great destinies to fulfill, faith in peace, faith in abundance, faith in loving your fellow man as your brothers and sisters, faith in miracles, faith that you are a child of the Most High God with a destiny that is important to the world and that will bring you and the world around you joy and abundance to fulfill in the ways taught in this book. Faith in all these things will lead you easily and joyfully into harmony with your spirit and the spirit of all that is, and into the life of your dreams. Summary of the certain way. Thus we can summarize to say that success comes as a result of doing things in a certain way. The certain way which is available to us all at all times is a matter of having visions or dreams of ourselves as we would like to be, do, and have. Secondly, we can conclude that our visions and dreams of ourselves are realized most readily when we take actions based on things which we are passionate about and have a great interest in. Further, we can conclude that these interests and preferences which we all have in us, given by the Creator, serve as a guide to urge us in the direction of plans for which will bring us our greatest happiness and fulfillment. Taking actions in the direction of our passions, which support our visions, is the third step towards our success. The last step in living the life of our dreams is developing and consistently maintaining a faith that our dreams will and do come true, that as we knock, it is open to us, as we ask, it is given, and as we seek, we shall find. Can you believe it? The highest success comes to those who follow their joy in life. When you are really successful, you are simply being the best you that is possible to be. No one is better at it than you. God has given you all the talents and abilities you need to unfold this destiny. The actions that must be taken for you to live it, love it, and enjoy it is to align your mind and your heart to the principles taught in this book, and you and the world will be uplifted as a result.
I am a messenger.